Hi, my name is Michael Lapidus. I'm a certified health coach and a professional certified vision coach. Basically, what I am most ashamed of is I've been a raw foodist for the past 13 years, but for 9 months from July of 2023 to mid-March of 2024, I kind of went off the path and then healed myself from going off the path by going back to raw again. And since mid-March of last year, I've been raw again. So it's been, I could say, 100% raw for like most of these 13 years, except for 9 months. But what's good that came out of this is now I'm healthier than I've ever been before because one thing I was doing wrong is I wasn't doing high amounts of fruits. And that's how I healed myself of the problems I got from going off the path of raw. So basically, what happens is if you're very clean, if you're kind of like, detoxed all the way, you eat something that's bad for you, it's going to affect you faster than if you just, were eating that junk all the time. So what happened was I ate in potato chips and my legs became in so much pain that I couldn't even sit at my desk anymore. And I couldn't focus anymore. I had severe brain fog. I had severe chronic fatigue. And I was just overeating on junk. I would like overeat on chocolate. I would overeat on nuts and seeds, like 5 pounds at a time, unsoaked. I would eat like 10 avocados a day, and I was doing really badly as a result. And I would even eat, cheese in excess. So what I did is I took a parasite supplement, a herbal parasite supplement called Paradetox, and herbs for the liver for 2.5 months. And the day I first started taking the Para Detox, not only did I stop overeating, but all my cravings for everything went away. But I also started eating lots of fruits. So I think it's a combination of the two, because a lot of times sugar cravings can be of not having enough fruit. And so what I did, and I also was 100, over 170 pounds. I was, getting a little bit over it. I had a little bit of a belly. And so what I did is cut out the fat, just had fermented coconut water, psyllium husk, and four grapefruits and 5 bananas every day. I did this for 2.5 months. And after 2.5 months of doing this, along with having, lots of juices every day, I went from 170 to 140. I lost the excess weight, and I started getting the full colon out every day. Once I started having all these fruits, and when I started getting the full colon out each day, not only did I start losing the weight, but the severe chronic fatigue went away, the severe brain fog. And since then, I have very high amounts of energy all day long. My brain became very sharp, sharper than it's ever been before in my life. And then after 2.5 months of doing this, then I incorporated, after I lost the weight, even more fruits. And now I do 24 bananas every day, and I introduce fermented fat back in. While I was trying to heal myself, I was fat free, and while I was trying to lose the weight. And you want to lose weight, it's very important to be fat free. And I take every day, I get very high amounts of energy from this. Well, not the whole day, but parts of the day. I take 4 cups of celery juice every day. I take about 5 cups, 4 to 5 cups of carrot, beet, cucumber juice with a bunch of spinach in it. And then I also take 4 cups of water every day. And I take 2 cups of fermented coconut water. And so basically, celery juice, it raises the hydrochloric acid level in the stomach, helps you digest your food better, it binds and removes heavy metals from the body, and it has neurotransmitter chemicals in it that work well for the brain because it has sodium cluster salts, and those bind and remove toxins from the body and heavy metals. And and then everything I eat gives me a very high amount of energy too, like I eat lots of oranges every day. I eat lots of bananas every day, and I also eat like fermented fats. And nothing I eat lowers energy. It gives me a lot of energy, everything I eat. And I even can work out with oranges. Like, I can work out a couple of miles, eat the oranges, and not be tired afterwards. That's the benefit of this lifestyle. I can even, uh, yeah, but usually when I work out, I just drink like a juice before and after, but sometimes I'll eat the oranges afterwards too. And so I had a problem where also my gut was pretty bad, where I couldn't even poop on my own anymore, and I healed the gut. And when I healed the gut is when all those problems went away. Before that, it didn't matter, my juices wouldn't give energy or anything. And so my experience is that everything starts in the gut. And when I increased the bananas, the mind became even sharper. And so that fruit sugar is really important for the brain, for my own experience. And if But for me, because I'd already done lots of fasting before, like I'd done 6 months of fasting, uh, and several different periods of a month or two of fasting, my body was already pretty clean because I'd been eating clean for 12 years and doing lots of fasting in between those years. And so because of that, I didn't need to, let's say, do a fast to clean everything out after just overeating for several months. But somebody who's been doing like decades of like cooked food and bad stuff, they need to fast first. I would recommend Shane's fast. It's a good protocol um, for getting all that waste and mucus plaque out of the system with psyllium husk and bentonite clay and pineapple, pineapple juice and orange juice and the blast. I would say like 12 cups of the lemon ginger blast because it's very good at detoxifying the bowels and it works synergistically for that, for purifying the bloodstream, the lymph, and the kidneys. And then the pineapple juice is good at breaking up mucus plaque and hardened fecal matter from the body because of the bromelain enzyme. And the orange juice is good at removing the hardened fecal matter. And you just keep fasting until all the mucus plaque comes out, and then you're done. And so I would recommend most people to do that and then eat raw food so they can digest and absorb it better. But but for me, I didn't have a problem. I could digest, absorb it because I fixed my colon with it. I get the full colon out every day now since mid-March of last year. So that's my experience is that everyone is unique in the sense of what they've done in the past leading up to where they are now. And if anyone is interested in knowing more, contact me at healthcoachmichael@proton.me to schedule a session. And that is the end of my video.